Good evening, good people. How's everyone doing? I trust that everyone is doing well. All is going well with me. Um, got a few thoughts to share on this evening. But if you will, please hit that like and subscribe button. We'd greatly appreciate your support. To this today, what's on my mind is building one's wealth. Um, what does that look like for you? It could be different from person to person, from household to household, or whatever the case may be. And it could change over time as life happens for you. But with that being said, I had another thought before I go any further. A wise man once said, or a wise person, don't know if it was man or woman, can't even recall who said it, and not gonna look it up. It's just the words that could maybe help someone. At least it helped me. Anyway, a wise person once said, if it has to be, then it has to be me. So what does that mean? That means like if you want something to change in your life, then you have to take action and do something about it for it to change in your life. In other words, you can't wait on mom or dad to make it happen for you. Uh, you can't wait on the government to make it happen for you. You can't wait on your job to make it happen for you. Um, you can't wait on your spouse to make it happen for you. You've got to get up and you got to do something about it for yourself. Um, so, if you want something to change, you got to take action yourself. So you need to, figure out what it is, what that look like to you. So what we're talking about on tonight is building your wealth. So, excuse me, I had a bottle of water, but my loved one took it. So anyway, that's what you do. You share in life, right? So the sooner we accept the fact that if we have to change, if we want our life to change, then we got to do something about it. They say insanity is what doing the same thing over and over and over, yet expecting something different. So let's take accountability of our own life and let's do things to change our life, make our life better. So what you do is you go about trying to figure out what it is it look like for you. Building your wealth. What does building your wealth look like for you? That probably depends on whether you just have to take care of yourself or if you have a family, if it's just you and your wife, if both of y'all are working, if it's you, your wife, and your kids, or what have you, whatever the case may be. So, you sit down and you figure out what it is I'm trying to accomplish. What do I want? What direction do I want our finances to go in? And then you start taking steps to improve that, make that better, coming up with a plan that works for you and yours. Um, one way to go about doing that is investing in the stock market, investing into crypto if you're willing to look into it and learn about the risks and how it works and what have you. The safest way, I'm getting ahead of myself, but the safest way to, since I'm getting ahead of myself, let me see if I can slow my thoughts down a little bit. Try to jot down some of my thoughts to to stay on point. I don't want to be long. Um, but you figure out the direction you want to go in. You develop a plan of attack, and then you get busy moving in that direction, journeying in that direction, going in the pathway that you set for yourself and your family and what have you. You begin to learn and grow about the direction or the pathway you plan to head in. And then I wanted to get to investing is a great way to do that, to build one's wealth. Um, don't take my word. Study and research for yourself and figure out if it really works. Has it worked for anyone before? And if it worked before, it can work again. Just got to figure out what plan of attack, what pathway works best for you. And so the simplest way to invest, if you don't want to stay up on the financial news and what have you, then the simplest way would be to just invest in the S&P. And you can get straight into the S&P, which is costly, but it will grow. Or you can get into something like VOO, that would be Vanguard's S&P, and basically that's it's an ETF, so it's a bucket of stock. It's like a portion of the top 500 stocks, the portion of the top 500 stocks across the entire stock market. So in other words, you can't lose with it. It's just when you get out there, which you definitely want to have that in your portfolio anyway. But if you're a person who enjoy investing, you enjoy learning the things, what makes it move, what makes it grow, finding great opportunities of good stocks that may drop, take a dip to a low, you get it at a great price and you start building that position. But anyway, the simplest way to do it is to invest in the 500 and doing it, whether it be week over week, bi-weekly, depending on how you get paid, what your budget allows. If you're just going to do it once a month, just come up with a set amount, whether you invest in that set amount. If you break it down weekly, or you break it down bi-weekly, or you break it down to just once a month, then you would just do that on a regular basis. But depending on what your budget allows, it may take 5 years, 10 years, or longer. But the point is, you're on a pathway, you're on a plan, you're on a journey to build your wealth. Time changes, inflation changes, you go through ups and downs in life. Maybe your plan for your financial wealth is just to be able to pay off your car, or to pay off your bills, or to pay off your house, or to put your kid or your kids or your children's through college, whatever the case may be. If it's just to have a safety blanket for things that may go wrong in life, because life has a way of happening. So investing, you only want a wise way to invest. You only want to invest funds that you won't need for at least 1 year. You got to give your money time to work, time to grow. This is how you build your wealth. And investing in the S&P, if you want to take the simplest route. So you want to get busy investing, okay? Then you want to, as I always say, you want to build your financial knowledge. You want to learn how to what's the best way to control your spending for you, or for you and your household. You want to be able to control your debt. You want to get a grasp on what's good debt, what's bad debt, and then you want to be wise about how you spend your finances. You want to learn how to protect your credit, learn how to grow your credit. And this will get you well on your way down the pathway, down the journey to building your own wealth. So there are tons of brokerage accounts you can get into. When I say ton of brokerage accounts, a trading platform, an investing platform to be able to buy and or sell your stock and or crypto. So the big companies that's been around forever would be Charles Schwab, would be Fidelity, and lots of others. Newer ones are other trading apps that's super easy to use. One of my favorites is Robinhood. You have Moomoo, you have Webull, you have slipping my mind, but you have Coinbase, you have Crypto.com, and others. But the point is, you want to get busy, investing your money, and building your wealth. I could go on, but I'm gonna cut it here. Just wanted to say something to steer us in a direction to building a better tomorrow for ourselves, building a better tomorrow for our family. Myself, on the other hand, the way I hit my investing, I want to take care of myself. I want to be able to take care of my spouse. I have 6 kids. I now have 6 grandkids, and I want to be a help to all of those. I have siblings, and if possible, I want to be able to help my siblings. But in order to do that, I have to learn how to grow my wealth. I have to learn how to come up with a plan of attack for myself to be able to do those things that I just said. So when I work my plan, it's not a plan just for myself. I heard about generational wealth. Okay, we've heard it all our life, right? You may have heard it all your life, and a lot of time it just come in one ear and go out the other. But I started hearing it more and more after I become a certain age. It started getting my attention. I said, okay, but do that really exist? That's unheard of. That's just sweet sounding words in my ear. Then I had the opportunity to meet some people, had some opportunity to hang around some people, and I saw that it was real. I met a young man, and he didn't start off telling me much about himself. He introduced himself to me. We shook hands, and he was telling me about the subdivision that I came into his house, and how he gave, each of his kids a house. I'm like, wow. I'm struggling to be able to get to a point to, as my kids get old enough to drive, to get them a car. This man has given multiple houses away to his kids. Long story short, the young man built houses, and he'd been building them for a long time. So, he was a super wealthy man. Matter of fact, the subdivision, he had 10 houses in it he sold. He had 10 houses in it he rent out, plus the houses he gave to his kids. But that just opened up my eyes to see, things that are out there. So I heard about generational wealth, heard about, you could set up your family, you could set up your kids, you could set up your kids' kids, and you could try to set up something that could be a blessing to your kids' kids, and their kids. My head was spinning trying to figure out that don't happen to people like me. Anything is possible when you get busy down your pathway of building your wealth. I started out a little while ago saying, what does it look like to you? And I said it could change over time as life happens. So that was just a short illustration example of how you start off from one path. When I first started, I had a goal of just, I wanted to retire at 59 and a half, need to be able to pay off my house, my car, and all my debt prior to that, so I could start saving something for when I do retire. I'll have something to travel with. Well, that goal became very easily attainable, and then some. So then it's like, well, maybe I could adjust what my building my wealth looked like. Now, just sky's the limit. There is no limit. I just keep on building and being wise about what I do. I sound like I'm rambling, so I better stop here. With that being said, get busy down your road, down your pathway of building your wealth. Have a great evening. Enjoy life, and be blessed, my friend, continually.